For me, I think that is a very bright idea. I remember that when I was a kid, I heard this song called Ghost Dance. And this song has haunted me in a good way all my life. This is a Native American who wrote this song. It's called Ghost Dance, and he described that when the Americans came in to kill all the Native Americans, he sings a lot about the wounded knee. The Native American tribes that usually fought each other, they united over one dance called the Ghost Dance. They start to dance this dance and sing this one particular song. So all of these small tribes that the soldiers killed easily became one big tribe. So when the soldiers visit these camps, they recognize this dance because all of these tribes started to dance the same dance. And the soldiers got afraid and they backed off because something was in the air that they could not handle. So that is, I think, the trick. The hard thing for Sami is of course, one of the many hard things is that the population is not that big. We are not that many, so it's been very hard, to build this huge army because we are not that many. But you see the power now that these great festivals that we as artists visit, where we gather all these different indigenous people, how big this group actually becomes when you start to collaborate. And I think that is definitely the trick. Here in Sweden, we know so much more about Native Americans, or at least they think they do, but and at least they are interested in it. That story is, for them, is interesting. So when you start to show the parallels between the Native Americans or the First Nations or the Inuits with the Samis, that's when people start to react. So I think that is definitely a trick. That is the trick to make this movement continue, because the population is not that big. It will probably not get bigger, but if we collaborate, it's a very strong army. And as they did with Ghost Dance before, I know that, our soldiers today are the politicians, and I know that freaks them out when you start to collaborate with other indigenous groups, because Sweden do not want to mess with the Native Americans or the First Nations, because that would look bad. But the Samis you can mess with them.
Sorry, I just want to clarify, I actually didn't mean other indigenous groups, I meant other groups in Sweden that aren't.
Oh, in Sweden?
Yeah.
But I can, you will hear me.
Yeah.
But that's, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I think definitely, it's the same thing there. I think that is also the trick. It's like when I did the protest, me and others, against the mining industry and the mining company that came to Jokkmokk, where I'm from. We were so, we tried to really be clear about that this is not only the Samis against the mining industries. These are people from small towns and people that live near the woods that we collaborate, not just the Samis. So that's why when we protested also, we didn't always wear the coat, the traditional costume, because we wanted to mix up. You cannot blame this on the Samis. This is what you do to not only to the Samis, this is what you do to people up north. And we will collaborate, as we did also 100 years before. Jesus, you see Swedes before with Chachika, the shoes and Samis have, because we collaborate. So yes, Lars-Anders.
Yeah. The modern Sweden established, of course, the Sami movement was a part of the popular movements 100 years ago. Of course, we had a lot of inspiration from the labor movements and other movements that was the foundation on what Sweden is today. But we were not allowed to join the gang, so to speak. And now, next year we're going to celebrate the first Pan-Sami meeting in Trondheim, because there was a big meeting in 1917, and there is a big celebration of that. And this is really close connection with the establishment of what is Sweden today, and what's Norway today, and what Finland is today. Of course, we have the Samis on the Russian side. They are now included in this, and they are also going to attend the meeting. And I want to say that has been a disadvantage to be living in 4 countries, but today you can see it is an advantage. There is also some kind of a political game between the countries, and I think also the situation, many of for a long time the Swedish was the leading country, encouraging and challenging the Finns, Norwegians and the Russians. And now maybe it's Norway, and maybe in the future Russia.